Top 3, I'm not number 1. How can you post that? I would have found the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen. It's already in my head. No funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized. It's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play, going to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw right away is Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs, and I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
Howell throwing on first down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now they go play action with Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Gong. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Lion. First and 10 at the 48.
Now Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Throwing on second and long. Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off play action. It's Howell. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. On the return is Williams. Fighting through, and he's got space. Pushes him over. He's like a freight train. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
8 yards to go on second down. Now 1,000 yards. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Howell throwing on third down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. First and 10, it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a second and 8 forthcoming. Faking the handoff. Howell. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Fourth down. Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Washington on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Coverage defensively by Kevin Garcia.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Howell. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, for incompletions at 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense took her to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Out left to Dotson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Second and goal from the 1. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, Howell taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Another throw for Howell. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Goff on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. A good pickup there, 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pick.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Powell's throw complete to Dotson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Goff connects with St. Brown, and they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Goff ahead handoff here to Swift. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
There's Goff. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again is Goff. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
There's no doubt that Curtis Samuel Washington would both welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping a return to health gets him back on track, but he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they go play action with Howell. And this one too low.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Fourth down, Howell. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Thomas brings it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run with Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Second down, Howell now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the 50, it's Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Goff now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Howell. And Dotson, he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Howell to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Emmanuel Warrior. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Goff going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Howell with one final shot. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cube-bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone.